all, I'm Little Flix and welcome back to my Dollhouse reaction series. I just want to apologise for being away for a while. I actually was on placement last week. I needed to finish that to complete my course and I had to wake up at 6 a.m. and go like an hour and a half by public transport to where I was going, and I was just pretty tired and I ended up passing out around 9 o'clock. So I didn't really want the reaction to suffer because I was tired, so I thought I would just wait and record the next one when I'm feeling a bit more awake. So the last episode was so action-packed and I'm so glad to see that a lot of you are responding so well to it. And yeah, I know that my comment about it being unethical was kind of, I had a lot of laughs for people bringing that up. I just meant like in an authoritative position with like subordinates kind of thing. But you're right. The whole thing about the dollhouse is so unethical. Yeah, so I do still believe that the imprinting is a separate issue to Dominic, but we'll have to wait and see. Maybe the NSA will come up again trying to find him, and that will be like another thing within the elements of what's stewing in this pot so far. I'm really hoping that this episode is alpha-centric. I haven't gotten new information about him for a while, so I'm really looking forward to that. I also noticed in the last episode when I was editing that when Echo was getting her new handler and she said, I trust, like he asked, what was it, like, do you trust me? And she says, with my life. She was still looking at Boyd. I missed that when I was first watching it, but I was just editing. I'm like, oh. So I think she still trusts Boyd more than this new handler, who I don't know who his name is yet. I'm hoping still to see some Saunders and Boyd, but we'll see. So this episode is episode 10 and it's called Haunted, and you know what? Let's just get into it right now.
Jack! I'm taking him around the park. He needs to stretch his legs.
All right. I'll see you later.
We won't be long. Be good.
This is a weird opening. It reminds me of 6 Feet Under where it opens with a death.
Hey, Jack. Where's Margaret?
It really feels like a 6 Feet Under episode now. Or is she an active, a sleeper active?
Adele, what's wrong?
Margaret, I'm sorry to be the one to tell you. You're dead.
Oh! What? They can... That's new, isn't it? I didn't think that was... Yeah, like... This reminds me a bit more... I haven't actually watched... I've seen one episode, but... Altered Carbon. That reminds me of, like, the sleeves and how they can have their memories stored and put into a new body sleeve. So she's rich. Obviously, she was, like, wearing polo outfits and riding a horse. So if you're rich, you can have your memories stored. What's the purpose of that then? It's not like Altered Carbon, you know, when you can just like live forever. Let's just watch.
How's the promotion treating you? You must be thrilled. I mean, you were no fun as Echo's handler, and now you get to be twice as no fun as head of security.
Yeah, so far, not a lot to do. Mr. Witt's keeping the dollhouse idle for the most part after Dominic.
After Dominic. And I need head of security to sign off on a subject.
Is there risk?
Not if I know what I'm doing.
Sierra's been idle the longest.
Look at you. The big decisions. Big boss man.
I still worry about Sierra.
Where does that end?
I mean, more life. Can you imagine? And this body?
I don't think you got to keep it, love. What's to stop the dollhouse from never taking away this Margaret person in Caroline's body, and Caroline just doesn't exist anymore? That unethical thing is just taking another whole step up.
Nice work, Addie. Come on. We've got a funeral to go to. Then maybe you can help me wrap this up.
wrap this up? Your life?
Well, I thought maybe I'd solve my murder.
Yes, and that's, I didn't say it, but that's obviously where the story was going. That would be super weird seeing your body. Oh. They usually say the murderer comes to the funeral. I feel like they need curtains or something there, so all the other dolls don't see it all the time. So what is this special project?
Yes.
Tell me you got Speed Force 3.
And downloaded the bonus maps.
Pizza?
On its way. Beer in the fridge.
Dude. What, like you can really get hurt?
Did he just make himself a friend?
Appetizers.
No.
You're a better cook than you think.
I totally forgot about that. How did I forget about that?
Nothing. I'll be fine.
I feel sorry for
fine.
Paul.
And you're adorable. You're beyond adorable.
If you say adore bubble, I'm leaving.
I wasn't going to, but I love the fact you thought it was the next logical word.
He, as I said last episode, he must feel super awkward about this now. Just trying to find out who she actually is. How though? You're on suspension.
You don't seem
Probably
like
his
an
mate.
old friend.
It's never a good idea to hear what people really think about you.
Hey,
Oh, Nicholas, I needed some air.
Ah! No! I know what's gonna happen! He's gonna try and kiss her or something, and it's his mum. No! No! It's not Game of Thrones.
about tonight. Mother thought sentiment made you cloudy.
I'm sorry, I'm not trying to lecture you. I'm trying to comfort you.
You are?
Inside, she told me that she cried over all your pains and
Stop it!
how proud she was when you grew into this handsome, confident man.
No!
Whoa! Whoa!
You are gonna.
I don't think so.
Well, this is a new personal worst for me.
I'm so sorry. I had too much wine. Look, I gotta go.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have to pause it for a minute. Imagine if you were kissing someone and he's like started regurgitating or vomiting. Not good for the confidence, but also that's very, very understandable from her perspective. No.
You were with them tonight, weren't you? They call me a killer or just a gold digger?
Killer, why would they say that?
Search me. Inheritance like I got? Not exactly worth killing for, is it?
I love these people, but I don't like them. What if one of them... Oh, God.
Killed you?
Am I being paranoid?
You spent a year and a half having regular painful brain scans because you thought someone was going to murder you. So, paranoid is still a contender.
I thought it would be a maid.
Someone knows it's Margaret inside her body. That's not what you want.
Yes.
Boyd. Yeah.
I've looked into the horses. One of them, King's Ransom, was a Derby contender not long ago.
So the husband stands to make a bundle.
So does the buyer. I thought I'd send someone
Ex-cop,
to
see?
look around the
I knew
state.
he's an asset
You're
being an
either with a
ex-cop.
naturally curious streak.
Drew Chilton. Glad to meet you. Thanks for coming all the way out here.
You got some fine incentives.
Holy...
You can't be here.
I need you to run some prints.
It's a lot to ask.
Copy.
Wonder what her actual name is. We don't know yet.
I shouldn't do this.
My God, it's her. How do we
Annabeth.
access the file?
Polly Keller.
Oh, Paul.
Oh my God.
Oh.
They're gone.
What just happened?
I just started to believe you.
That was Alpha, wasn't it? So, okay, so Melly's real life person, she was going by so many. I saw Polly, I saw Annabeth, and it was like multiple pictures of her being arrested, so I'm assuming she's a con artist, or identity theft. And somehow got mixed up in the dollhouse that way. But she has a daughter as well, so where's the daughter come into it? But she didn't seem like that kind of person when they referred back to the memories in that episode. Interesting. And then they just all disappeared, and it's not really the dollhouse, I don't think, because they don't know that he's still on them 100% because he's not telling Melly anything to report back to him. So it seems like that was Alpha, but I thought he wanted him to find the dollhouse, or maybe he just wants him to find Caroline.
Human-alien crossbreeding without scientific intervention.
Nice.
I don't get the significance of this just yet, apart from imprinting him a friend.
Yes. Good.
They want a real bad guy. Tell them to look at dear old Uncle Bill.
He came the day before she died.
I just knocked on the door. Can't say she was thrilled to see me at first, but I expected as much.
Can we just get back to Paul?
Nicholas would be coping with this better if he'd talk to her about his debts and all that. Addiction. Not for the faint of heart.
New number one suspect.
In a world where all men are guilty until proven dead, one man stands as our only hope in the fight against...
Is this Judge Dredd? Bunch of kids. It'd be really fun though. Yay, back to Paul.
I like being with you. I love it, actually. And you say everything's fine, so I'm going to stop asking if it is. If you want to give back, give back. But it doesn't have to mean anything. It doesn't have to mean
music. The music is really cool. I'm getting a weird feeling.
Margaret.
Yes.
I hope she didn't know the truth about her son. It would have killed her.
It did. So you're gonna do more hunting today? For Dollhouse clients?
I found one.
And the people I love are moving on. Besides, I know you, Adele. I wouldn't have gotten as far as the airport. Addie? Yes. Will I see my whole life flash before my eyes?
Nope.
Every single moment.
So that was what are they called? A filler episode, pretty much. There was some little hints and stuff with Paul's side of the episode. That was to do with, I think, Alpha. Stop teasing me and just give me Alpha, please. Yeah, for me, that episode, it was interesting to see that the fact that they could scan people's brains and keep them as imprints to imprint a doll so they can live out their final days or do unfinished business kind of thing, which does really, as I mentioned earlier in the video, Alton Carbon with the sleeves. So that was kind of interesting, and didn't really realize the Dollhouse would have dealt in that stuff. But overall, this episode, it was okay for me personally. It was a filler episode, and yeah, I know the next episode is gonna be like sick. At least I hope so. I think that one's gonna be very action-packed again, like Spy in the House of Love, or I'm pretty sure that's what it was called, whereas this one was just like this much teasing and this much filler. So I think I'm just gonna end the video here. I'm gonna put down in the description again my Twitter page. I am trying to be so much more vocal on that, and I do a couple status updates and things throughout the week to let you guys know what's kind of going on. So if you wanted to have a chat through Twitter or know what's going on during the week, that would be the best way to do it. I do sometimes post some things in the discussion area on my YouTube channel. I just don't have the community thing yet because I'm under 100 subs. So on that note, subscribe and like if you enjoyed this reaction. I'm also thinking about possibly doing some gameplay videos. I'm not much of a gamer, but I've been watching some playing some Mass Effect recently, which I love. And I've always played Sims, so I'm thinking about maybe doing some Sim challenges and playing some horror games and screaming and stuff, because they're fun, but they're scary at the same time. So far, that's just an idea. So if you like the sound of that, just drop a comment down below and tell me your thoughts on it. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching once again, and hopefully I'll see you very shortly for the next Dollhouse episode.